Welcome to video 3, and then this is the final one. When do limits fail to exist? Okay, and there's a few different ways that limits fail to exist, and we've already seen one of these, and it's the unequal one-sided limits. And so here's this piecewise function, here's each equation, okay? And so here's the, one-sided limits, unequal one-sided limits. Explain why this fails to exist. Okay, the limit as x approaches 1. Okay, so because, why does it fail to exist? Because the one-sided limits, so I guess I would say the limit as x approaches 1 from the left of the function does not equal the limit as x approaches 1 from the right. Okay, so the one-sided limits fail, they're not equal. Okay, that's why that fails. Infinite values. Explain why as x approaches, explain why the limit as x approaches 2 fails to exist. Well, if you plugged in 2, you get 0, can't have 0 in the denominator. There. Explain why it fails to exist. Well, the limit, now this is depending on the text, the limit as x approaches 2 of f of x, okay, from the left you're going up to infinity, and from the right you're going to infinity. It equals infinity. That's not a number. So some people allow infinity, others will say, hey, infinity is really, it is a number, but we can't comprehend it. The limit does not exist. Okay? Oscillations. And we'll talk about like the squeeze theorem. Explain why the limit as x approaches 0 fails to exist. Well, here's 0. And the values that you're getting to are oscillating between, they're going boom, 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 like a ping pong, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay, explain why the limit fails to exist. Because it's oscillating. It's okay. It's going between 0, so between -1 to 1. Okay, and so you can kind of use the idea and think of it as the left and right hand limits. The left and right limits do not equal. You don't know, it's going so fast you don't know where it's going. It's either top, bottom, it's somewhere in between. Those left and right limits are not equaling. Explain why. So in the fourth one, the last one, the endpoint of a closed interval. What happens here? Well, you'd say, well, from the right we're approaching -1. The endpoint on the closed interval, this one fails to exist at that point because this is a two-sided limit we want. Well, the limit as x approaches -1 from the left does not exist. If you want that two-sided limit, the left-sided limit has to, from the left has to exist. We don't have that. It's a closed interval. We don't have that. There's no left-handed limit there, so it fails to exist as well. So these are the 4 ways where the limit can fail to exist. So if you have any questions or comments about how or why a limit fails to exist at one of these 4 spots or 4 ways, please let me know, and we'll see you next time.